So, guys, I just think that social media is where a lot of things do happen. People see a lot of things. You hear about many things that you never envisage to hear if you are really familiar with social media. And a lot of people do write things. A lot of people do bring their opinion. Their opinion could be based on what they have been experiencing or things happening around them, and that's what's brought about. This brings about somebody writing that who ordained Asari Dokubo as a speaker of a Niger Delta. There's a question that who ordained him to be the speaker or to be the speaker of a Niger Delta. And the article goes this way. It says, I just stumbled on a post where the former Niger Delta militant pointed out that the Niger Delta region will not be pushed to join in the Biafran unity where it would be a minority. I wish to ask categorically who made Asari Dokubo the speaker or town crier for the whole of the South-South, cause it is appalling to have a former supposed freedom fighter come out of his niche to blow trumpets on matters that affect the fabric, existence and well-being of the entire South-South geo region. Asari claims he has studied extensively the desires of the Igbo nation to secede from the chaos called Nigeria, and he thinks they are wrong in claiming that the South-South states of Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Bayelsa, Edo, and Delta will join in. The obviously drunk fellow labels the Igbo neighbors as noisy and desperate in their desire to attain the status of a nation. But then we wouldn't be desperate to leave this rat trap of nation called Nigeria. In recent times, the former fighter has been at loggerheads with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and they have been engaged in series of name-calling and childishness. But notwithstanding, it is an insult to the entire race of Deltans for a single man to consciously or to continuously claim to speak the mind of the people in the region. Someone should tell Asari to go back to the creeks. He is best suited with shooting guns than with making clear intellectual speeches. As a Niger Deltan, I find offense with these manners and the words he utters. Okay, that is the opinion of somebody that, oh, who made you Lord, or who made you judge over us? That is the question being put in that place. And of course, what he has said concerning joining Biafra or not joining Biafra, because a lot of people will come, oh, leave us alone, no, we don't want to join Biafra, or this and that, or who says so, and all of that. Those who are saying that, they are very, very correct, because they are right and they are entitled to their opinion. And before you know it, again, within that region, some people will still come and say, no, we want to be part of it. Oh, if it happens today, we will be glad to join them. So you see that there's a kind of a mixed reactions when it comes to that. So that is what led to this question, that now that this man is coming out to speak categorically, because he's an Ijaw, and when you look at the formation of a Niger Delta, even Delta State alone, Niger Delta, okay, let's even talk about Niger Delta. How many people, how many languages do we really have there? And they have their slight culture. And when you talk about the language, of course, many languages which they don't even understand themselves. And Shekiri man cannot just be speaking and you expect a Urubu man to hear. No, he will not understand. Or Ijaw man speaking and you want a Isoko person to understand. Definitely they will not understand. So now that you just come and say you are the leader is a question. Of course, though maybe if really some people from different tribes in that region, if they have their representatives, and as they now said, oh yes, we have consulted our people, and yes, they said, oh, this man can be, maybe on that note, maybe that is why he's talking in that manner, that you, yes, is the one speaking on their behalf, that they will not join, because that human beings are not really they are not I don't even know how to put it. They are not people. Human beings are not just people that you can just preempt, or, oh, this is it. They can even tell you, you might even have their support, but in the next minute they change their mind. I can't blame them. They have the right to change their mind. So I don't know whether people from different tribes in that region have come together to say, oh yes, this man can speak on our behalf. All of us, we don't want to join Biafra. Because you see pockets of people who are saying, oh yes, we want to be part of Biafra, we want to be this, we want to be that. And it's been advised to go back to the creeks that is well, it will be more beneficial to him, and that is the best place he can really be. That is another person's opinion. So the reason why we are not moving forward, even as Nigerians, is that we have a different people with a different interest. Everybody is just talking for himself, and some people can easily change their mind at any given time. They can easily change their mind. So that is it. And we want you to answer that question: that who really made Asari Dokubo a spokesperson of the Niger Delta? Okay, someone says here that if Asari speak, we listen. If he moves, okay, if he speaks, we move. We listen. If he moves, we kill behind. Focus on your southeast Biafra. South is working on United Niger Delta Republic. Okay, that is what somebody's saying here, and a lot of about how many people have replied to this rest comment. Someone says no problem. We wish you people well. Let it not end like Sarawiwa and Adakaburu. If you want to go solo, good luck. Someone say, I'm from Imo State. I'm a Niger Delta. I'm part and parcel of Biafra. Deal with it. Aha, they use you to get what they wanted. So be wise. Where is the South you are talking about? Hope you study your geography well. Okay, don't you know that Imo, Abia, and Ondo are not part of Niger Delta? Okay. I believe we have a freedom of speech embedded in our constitution, so Asari can speak as he wishes. As for us, Niger Delta, as indigene, okay, Dokubo is not speaking for the Niger Delta, but for his brigands, kidnappers, pirates, and bank robbers constituency. Remember, this man is what they call Mujahideen, a strange appellate for someone from this part. He's doing the work of his masters, the Fulanis. There's nothing wrong for Asari Dokubo to stand out and speak on behalf of Niger Delta Nation, especially as one of the freedom fighters. If some Igbo group could risk their before uncivilized Nigeria police and military because of a protest call for a coward like Nnamdi Kanu who would not even join the protest, then tell me who ordained you noisemaker Kanu that has no respect, no regard for the Igbo elites. Asari has respect for South elites and he also has their full support. Okay. Asari has made his money through the back door and most of the South are still being used by the same man who have a questionable character. Allow referendum to settle the whole argument because meaningful South citizens does not make noise. Referendum, I think that is the attention day or the striking word day. Referendum, whether this one like it, this one don't like it, let there be, and that's why we always have votes. Let the people go and vote, and what comes out of it, if it's going to be monitored and if it's going to be free and fair. And I think that's why the Biafran or the IPOB are calling the UN that if it's going to happen at all, let there be a referendum and it will be well monitored. But a situation whereby in this country they don't even want to go through, they don't want to go electronically, they want to do it in a crude way so that there will be manipulation. Because I see no reason why at this age and time we see the kind of money our politicians are being alleged to have stolen. The ones that have stolen, they have been jailed, and the ones that are still missing, they're still forming all this the kangaroo committee. Oh, we are investigating and all of that. The kind of money we are hearing here and there, it's enough for us to do meaningful things, but they will not want to do it. It's not rocket science. You see most of them buying houses in Dubai, all over the world. But when it comes to doing real thing in Nigeria, so that there will be peace, they don't want it. The shenanigans, the underdevelopment going on in the country, a lot of people are happy about it because they are benefiting from it. Because all this is a long talk. If we can do referendum, if the people say, oh, we don't want to, the people, the vote say, oh, we are not going for Biafra, be good and fine, because it is the people, not even an individual. Well, it's a big question that who made a Asari Dokubo the spokesperson of a Niger Delta, and some people are arguing back and forth here. So, what do you think from what this writer has said? Let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you.